Hiya Squishers! And today I'm going to catch you up on what you've missed since the last time I was under the stairs. Because it's been a minute, it really has, and I missed your squishy face, obviously, of course, because I've not had my time under the stairs. And also, you've missed out on a whole lot of crafting. Seriously. Well, we've had a couple of snow days, 10 inches of snow, electrics going off, trees falling down, you know, the average country life snow experience. But with that, we've done a lot of crafting, and I have had a lot of fun crafting some things with the girls, which has turned into a little mini obsession. I text Philippa about it yesterday, and I said, yep, I've kind of got a new thing. I don't know where it came from, but I feel good about it. And what is that, you ask? It's not so much the flowers, which I am still not bored of and are always in my hair. I can just plop them in regardless, and poof. I have, of course, done a little mind the hands, a wee bit of knitting. And I say a wee bit of knitting because I've been replacing some of my knitting time because I can't squish it all in. I have to replace some knitting time with some crafting time. So, let's have a gander. Well, first off, we saw these, ta-da, on the grid. Just, number one, just want to say to you how excited this whole thing, this is making me feel, because if you've been here a long time, like I'm talking, wow, okay, almost 10 years, you might have started following me because I made tiny toadstools. Ta-da! And it has been an awful long time for various reasons, lots and lots of life reasons. Since I've come all the way back, boom, to toadstools. However, I feel like right now, I'm coming up to my 40th birthday. Did I mention it? Can you believe that much time goes by so fast? I kind of feel like I'm using all of the skills in my toolbox to my advantage. And unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, there isn't, obviously, life as a crafter means you accumulate a lot of crafted things. So you can imagine that if I was to tell you that I've got a little desk or it's lovely. It's a beautiful little side desk thing with some beautiful oil lamp on and all my bits. So I put all my new things on there, except I'm running out of room, right? So, and that is the only place I've got to put them because everywhere else is full. See this? Imagine the rest of my house. Like, I make stuffy handcrafty things, John Rapid prototypes things, and he makes tables, and so it's packed. So I kind of feel like I'm hitting my stride whilst running out of room. So I feel like I'm hitting I feel like I'm living my creative capacity right now, Squishers. Right now, I feel like I'm using all my tools in my toolbox. I'm using all my tools, and that's what I'd encourage you to do. Is whatever you want to craft, just craft whatever it is. Just express yourself. So I'll hold these still for a moment. These toadstools, I've captured my heart. Oh, look at the little raindrops on those. I am just so sucked in. And look at this one. And if you think I stopped there, you would be completely wrong. And obviously you don't think I stopped there if you've been here long enough. So look what else I made. Now, Tabby and Minnie have been making lots of crafty things around the house because it seems weird not for them to do it. If you know what I mean? Like, I'm always around crafting. So it's kind of hard not to craft around me. If you needed some enthusiasm in your craft, if you spent a day or so with me, you'd probably find that it'd rub off. So Minnie put in an order yesterday. She came home from school. She's like, oh yes, I've got 5 I want for my friends, 5 necklaces. And I was like, what? She was like, no, the ones you made, those. I was like, oh, okay. So I made some tiny toadstools. Oh my gosh, with crystals. Like, I am living my fairy woodland toadstool dreams right now. Little tiny ones with crystals in like that. Oh my gosh. And I of course have more. So the first order of necklaces went to school this morning and they were well received. So they've come back with more requests. So I've got, before my evening just gets full of stuff, did these this evening. A handful of toadstools, tiny crystal toadstools for necklaces, for the girls, for school, for their friends, because why not? When you're practicing a new skill, you kind of need some you kind of need some testers. So there you go. Because look, I can't wear them all because it's just not practical. So I've got those. Oh yes, I turned this into a Portuguese stitch brooch. Yes. So I've got 2 brooches, a bigger one and a small one. This one's for Portuguese knitting, which I'm just delighted by. And some other things. Now, oh, shall I reach it? Ooh. Like, these are totally like for my house decorating. I've got Minnie and Tabby both put their orders in for little desk ornaments just like this. They were like, can I have one? Which is great, but I kind of didn't expect to have an order queue so fast. So these little wonderful woodland things that I'm absorbed in are kind of filling my house with delight, and I feel like spring has sprung and thrown me into a season of growth all around, just in time as well, because I kind of feel like I needed something. I needed a new way of expressing myself, because painting is one thing, knitting is one thing, yarn dyeing is one thing, designing things is one thing, writing is one thing. I like to write a bit. Not of my thoughts, of course, because we could go on for... I could fill sketchbooks. And who else is going to read those? Anyway, so I thought, filling my house with delightful things. What does that look like? Oh, I've always wanted like terrarium things, but I always kill my plants. I know I'm not alone. Like, I kill all of my plants. So this is like a solution for me that is just going to be like, yes, never have to water, never have to have the right amount of sun. And I'll just scoop it out. It's like a moss baby. This one has got succulents on it. Tiny succulents and some crystals too. So I there you go. That's this. In that short amount of time, I went left. It's funny what the season change does to you. I've really enjoyed having outside look a little bit more like it's coming back to life. I feel like it's helping me. I hope the season changes are helping you move into the new year, because it's been miserable. The weather has been miserable, and like, I love snow. Bit of snow is all right, but if you live in a place like me, lots of snow means you're just marooned on top of an island for like days until help or a tractor comes along and just like mows through all the snow. So I'm enjoying all things right now, and I shall show you some more stuff. Knitting, of course, because I've got loads of plans. So, I'll take a breather. There's a lot going on. But talking about a lot going on, I have got some really exciting things planned for this year, which I'm really excited to start working on. So I was thinking about doing something a bit more regular with shop updates, like doing it once a month. And then all the things that I make, pop in, you can jump in and grab them. Because I noticed, even though I thought there were Swifts left in the shop, and I told John, yeah, there's Swifts left in it. No, they all disappeared. So I want to make sure that everyone is covered. So we'll look at doing something like a monthly update. That way I'll have time to craft and paint and squish all the yarn and then show it to you. And that way you can have a little look what's going in the shop before it even goes in the shop. There you go. But these are destined for my desk in the living room. I just can't get enough of them. There you go, squishers. Welcome to spring. Ta-da! And I'll see you soon. Bye.